Here is the E-flite Turbo Timber Evolution 1.5 meter wingspan airplane. I moved the ESC from underneath the styrofoam chassis to the top of the chassis and close to the front, and tie wrapped the motor driving leads to the support rods so that this whole area would be open for airflow across the heatsink of the switching transistors to keep it cool. This is an upgrade receiver, AR8360T, 8 channels. And the antennas are mounted at 90 degrees through the plastic tubings. This is the Spectrum NX8 transmitter, 8 channels. Here are the channel assignments for the 8 channels. The channel names: throttle, aileron, elevator, rudder, gear, aux1, aux2, and aux3. Channels 2 and 3 had to be reversed because of the way the Timber control servos are set up, and they had to be reversed before the receiver was initialized. So I had to reset the receiver. If you reverse these after you have programmed the receiver, the gyros remain in the reverse position, which is a disaster. So you don't want that to happen. So I had to reverse the aileron elevator controls in the transmitter and then reset the receiver and then program the receiver. And then the gyros were the correct way around. So the functions of the channels are throttle, aileron, elevator, rudder. The panic button is button I, is on the 5th channel, and that's this button here. The flaps are on channel 6, which is controlled by the 3-position switch D.
Flaps up.
The safe AS3X selector is on channel 7, and it uses the 3-position switch on C. So we basically have safe mode on the top.
AS3X mode. Experienced mode.
And in this mode, there's no gyro stabilization whatsoever. So we have 3 kinds of selections the way I set it up.
AS3X mode. Safe mode.
And channel 8 is assigned to the AS3X gain, and I have that connected to the right knob. And the purpose there is to be able to control the stability and the gain of the 3 control surfaces simultaneously. It's just a very quick way to check which surfaces might be overcompensated, and then you can go in and reprogram them. But this is nice to have a knob that can actually adjust the gain. Normally you would set that on full. And the actual gains for AS3X are set to the Timber recommended values of 36, 73, 96%, with control stick priorities of 160 degrees, and the safe angles of 60, 60, 40, and 50. Sensitivity is currently set to ×1. I might try a ×2 on that. That's again programmable. And of course, it's adjustable via the gain channel. So we have full control here of the control system, the stabilization system. Fail safe set to, so the throttle goes down to -130, which completely shuts it off in case you lose a radio signal while you're flying. And I think I have it set to hold current position, although I might have it go a gentle circle and descend slightly in case you never do get your transmitter signal back, so you can recover your airplane. At least the throttle is going down. That's very important. The center of gravity of the plane is just behind the pillar dividing the 2 windows. It's perfectly oriented there. The Timber tends to be nose heavy, but this is about 60, 65 millimeters back from the leading edge of the wing. And I mounted the battery as far back as it would go until it stops against the styrofoam ridge where the receiver pedestal is. And this seems to do the trick. left rudder, right rudder, elevator down, elevator up, bank left, bank right, flaps down,
Takeoff flaps. Landing flaps. Flaps up.
throttle,
Motor
throttle
off.
inhibit. Now it doesn't do anything. And if it's still up and you turn the throttle back on, there is still no throttle until you go all the way down to the bottom, and then it works. Safety feature. In safe mode, if I bank the airplane to the right, the right aileron drops. If I bank it to the left, the right aileron goes up. Similarly, if I nose down the aircraft, the elevator is going up, and if I nose up the aircraft, the elevator is going down. So safe mode is working, and doing auto leveling. Giving the throttle a kick. And in AS3X mode, should now be running. Yep. The rudder's moving. The elevator's moving. And the ailerons are moving. Stabilization system is running.